back. Another sensational Saturday. We're back up in here, man. Sensational Saturday. We're back. Another sensation. There we go. So we're back again with another sensational Saturday. Thanks again for joining us. It's your boy, the Solo Traveler ORD. And thanks again for joining us. Definitely do appreciate this. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share while you're here. And of course, hit that bell. So one thing I definitely say, while you're here, just make sure you hit that, smash that like. Again, I'm going to say it again, smash that like. It definitely helps us out. And of course, if you're feeling the content, if you like this, you can also support the platform with Super Chat, or of course, you can use Cash App, whichever you prefer. You can do either or. So definitely appreciate everything. Appreciate you guys for checking us out. So, back to the main business of the reason why we actually here, because Sensational Saturdays, I always have a guest. And I like to interview other brothers that are out here doing things, and to represent that we're out here enjoying our life. And also I want to give some good information to you guys from their perspective, from their travels. So without any further ado, let's get into this. So the brother that I have here, he's been traveling for a long time. So he's been to over 15 to 20 different countries. He's been to places such as different countries in Europe. He also been to, Brazil. Oh, sorry, wrong one for Brazil. Exactly. That one there. So also he's been to Mexico. He's also been to Honduras, Panama, and also Dubai. So he's been to several different places. So I definitely appreciate that he's actually on the show here with me. So I want to introduce you to my main man, my boy, Troy.
What's happening?
Give it up,
everybody.
I appreciate that. Man, so man, thanks. Welcome to the show, man. Thanks for coming here, blessing us with your presence and everything. So how you feeling, man?
I'm great, man. Thank you for that intro, man. I appreciate that, man. I'm doing well. Life is good, man. I can't complain. So, I'm here. We all still here. If you're still here through this pandemic, everybody's doing good. You know what I mean?
Exactly, man. I'm glad that we all made it through this pandemic and everything. So that we still out here doing our thing. That's all that So I want to know what made you want to start traveling?
Well, really, man, let me turn this off. Really, I didn't have any. I didn't have a choice. I was in the military, so they was like, okay, we going here. So, that's how it kind of started. But through the military, and then I met my ex in the military. She was from Honduras. And that's like my first time really going out, like on some leisure, was with her. She had me down in Honduras in San Pedro Sula, and that put that bug in my ear that the different economies and how the American dollar stretches. You know what I mean? Because we visited her family in New Jersey, and I was like, damn, they living kind of rough, and when like a not so like a neighborhood wasn't that good. But then when we went to Honduras, I went to her uncle's house, the same uncle's house in Honduras, and he had like a 15-foot gate that opened up, and he's got a villa with a pool on the second floor. And I was like, yo, he leaned into me and was like, yeah, you thought we were poor, right? He's like, we've been sending our money down here, just building our dream house down here. And I was like, yo, and I got that early, so I knew to stack my bread up, and I knew eventually when I got older, I wanted to retire outside of the country. I knew about the different economies, and I'm like 20 at the time when I'm getting this bug put in my ear. So I always knew in the back of my mind, like, yo, I'm going to retire out of the country and let my money work for me. And I was blessed to do it.
Nice. I like that, man. Yeah. That's definitely a great story. So what, I may want to touch a little bit on that. So how many trips have you been taken to Honduras? As far as leisure.
Oh, leisure wise, I only went to Honduras one time. that unfortunately that relationship didn't work out. But I would go back, and I would tell people, Honduras is a beautiful place, and first of all, black people are everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see people that look just like you everywhere you go. And when I went to Honduras, I was a little bit naive, and I was seeing people that looked like me. You know, they started calling me Primo, Hermano, and you know what I'm saying. And it was a beautiful thing. But the Bay Islands, if you're into snorkeling, one of the best coral reefs in the world is in the Bay Islands in Honduras. You know, some people always like share your. Sometimes I don't like to share certain spots because I don't want it to turn into the new Miami.
Yeah, too many people out there, you know, messing it up. You know,
right. I'm gonna give you all one pro tip: Honduras, Bay Islands, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, that's. I went to Honduras one time, man. But it was a beautiful thing.
Nice. Yeah, that's the place I need to go check out. That was
gotta check out Honduras.
Yeah, because I'm almost done with Central America, like Honduras and El Salvador. Those two are on my list, and Belize. Those three actually. You know, so
Belize is nice too.
Oh, you been there as well, huh?
Now I haven't been to Belize, but I met some people from Belize. And you know, I'm a serial YouTube travel channel binge watching son of a gun. So like you'll see me. I might not have been, but I can tell you about it. You know, where I'm going, you know what I mean? So yeah, you know, I haven't been to Belize, but I mean I've been honestly, like, you know, the last couple of years I've been stuck on coming here to DR because I knew I was going to be transitioning, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, that's why I've been coming here a lot. You know, I mean, I haven't got a chance to get out more because it was coming here and trying to build this foundation and get me to make this permanent transition down here. So, but and then, you know, pandemic hit. I was going to just use like where I'm at now is like my base of operations and then just fly out of here everywhere. But pandemic shut everything down.
Where you at in DR, if you don't mind me asking? Which city?
I'm in Punta Cana, man. I chose to come to Punta Cana. I know a lot of people go to a lot of brothers go to the north. They might, you know, some brothers like the city, they go to Santo Domingo or Santiago. But me, I invest. So I knew I was buying. I wasn't going to be renting, and I wasn't going to be doing too much partying and stuff. So I invested in my opinion, because I know some people will argue me down. I think that Punta Cana has got the best return on investment because, you know, families come here. Everybody comes to Punta Cana. Yeah, if you can get yourself a good piece of real estate here, you're going to see the appreciation. You're not going to worry about my house is not going to appreciate. I'm not going to be able to sell it because, you know, everyone comes to Punta Cana. You know what I'm saying? It's the most touristic part of the island. So that's why I chose to come here.
That's facts. I gotta drop a bomb down. Man, that, you know, get your investment and everything, you know.
Yeah, man. It's all about. I mean, if it wasn't for investments, is what got me here. Is what's allowed me to come here and purchase this home. You know what I mean? So, you know, thank God I had friends that was dragging me and like, yo, you got to get down with Bitcoin. You got to get down with Bitcoin. I got in on Bitcoin early. Like, I don't want nobody to come looking for me, but I got into Bitcoin early. And, you know, I took my bread and I was like, I mean, it's cool to have money, digital money, current cryptocurrency. It's cool to have that. But what's better to have that is assets. So take your money out of the, don't sit there and just watch it go up and down and like, you know what I mean? Take it out, put it into some land. You know what I'm saying? Land is forever. They're not making any more land. You know, people are trying to go to Mars. You know what I'm saying? There's not going to be any more land on this planet. So, you know, I've been trying to tell my friends, like, skip this next car. You know, everybody gets a car every 5 years. They want to get something new. The price of a car can get you a decent villa down here. So skip this next car, take out a $60,000 loan, personal loan, $70,000 personal loan, and come invest in some land, man. You know what I'm saying? Come and you can build something. You can buy something out here. And then you can pass that down to your kids, man. Or you can pass it down to your nephews. Like I can't wait till my nephews turn 21, 18, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, they talk to some girl and like, let me fly you out to let me take you out to the DR or something, you know what I'm saying, to my uncle's villa or to the villa out in DR. I'll slide off for a couple of weeks and let them do their thing. You know what I'm saying? That's tangible. You can't pass that coin, or you can't pass your money in the bank that's just sitting there down to you. You know what I'm saying? Get some assets, man. Some assets that are going to give you a return on investment, man. So
it's funny because you talk about that, because I've been having like a lot of side conversations with everybody about that, because that's one of the things I'm trying to do, especially in Colombia, is
oh man,
just property. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you brought that up, man, because I wish I had this guy's name. It was a realtor I was dealing with in Colombia, but he was just acting like my money wasn't right. My money wasn't good. And I was trying to get my first choice before I decided on DR. I was looking at a penthouse in Medellin. Nice, man. Oh my God. I don't think he wanted me to have it personally. But this penthouse, man, it was like a loft style joint, big windows, wraparound balcony. I'm like, oh, it was so sexy, man. Oh my God. It was, man, bruh, something out of a movie. And he wanted like $1. I got him down to like 120 cash, $120,000 cash. And I was like, yo, I need this joint. But he kept BSing, man. And then then I came out here for the first time because I had a friend that was out here. And he's like, yo, you got to get the DR. He said, you done been everywhere. You keep going to Colombia, you keep going to Brazil, you gotta come to DR. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna check DR. And I kept saying, all right, come. Then when I came, and of course, like I saw the women, I was like, oh my goodness. And then what the main thing was, I started doing the math on the exchange. I was like, one of our dollars is what? And then I started, and I can speak Spanish, and I can read Spanish, and I was seeing the signs on the houses. It was saying like, "Se vende," and I was like. And I was calling them, and I was getting the numbers, and I was like, what? You want what? And, of course, I'm getting the gringo tax because they're hearing, they know I'm American. So, you got to remember my ex-wife was from Honduras, so I already know, I know the game. So I was like, if you're telling me this number, I'm going to start with half of that and negotiate from there. You know what I'm saying? So then it was like, I started looking over the island after I came here a couple of times, and then I was just seeing monster deals for like things that, like my house now, I got my house for such a good deal. They put in the contract that I cannot disclose how much I got my house for.
Really?
Yo, on every. It was. Yeah, I can't. Honestly, I mean, like it was a steal because I bought my house as soon as the pandemic started. So they didn't know if they had money coming in anymore, like because people were like I'm telling you, pay attention. Like when things go bad, that's when a lot of powerful people make money.
Exactly.
When things are down, wartime situations, like a lot of people are getting rich during this pandemic. Like a lot of people are losing out, and God forbid, but a lot of people are getting rich. And one thing about this pandemic, if you're looking at purchasing property outside of the States, everything is for sale. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Medellin to DR, I would say, in my opinion, Columbia, like,
well, that's a little different.
It's different. It's like apples and oranges.
It's a city compared to the entire country, so
yes.
More
you mean like Colombia to DR? Like, honestly, in my opinion, Colombia to DR, man, I would say Colombia's got a lot of culture, man. It's a lot of different cultures within Colombia. You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of different, it's a lot of different parts to Colombia. Like you can go to Cali, Colombia, it might be different than Cartagena. You may go to Medellin, it's gonna be different than Cartagena. In DR, man, it's like one DR is DR. It's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Only differences in DR is that DR is like you're gonna have city and you're gonna have the campo. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna have like the resort areas. But that's my comparison. I picked DR because you know, my money went longer. My money stretched longer out here in DR. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, you know,
like I say, in difference of Punta Cana and Medellin is that Medellin, you don't have a beach, so you ain't gonna have that at all.
I'm a beach guy. Listen, you know what? I'm a playa guy, which means beach. I'm a playa guy, but living here, the fly stuff is living in the mountains. You know what I'm saying? That's to I'm more of a mountain guy now, because like, and I kind of got that feel from like when I was in LA. I had a partner I went to college with, that was from LA. He took me up to Beverly Hills, and like when you're up there, you're kind of like looking down on the city, and it gives you that like, oh, I'm up here on top of everything. You know what I'm saying? That Mount Olympus type feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo. And then I went to the mountains out here with a friend that had some property in the mountains, and it was just beautiful, man. You're looking at the ocean and you're looking down, but the only thing is just security, man. Like, not being from here, it wouldn't really be wise for me just to post up in the mountains. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, people don't have a lot of money, man. And then when you being a gringo and being from out of the country, you looking like lunch meat up there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You got a big pool, big house up in the mountains, and your neighbors, they might be in a small, tiny house and stuff that they're barely making it.
Exactly.
So, yeah, you looking like lunch meat.
So is it safe to say that you didn't, like, when you did the contracts and everything, you didn't use none of the locals? You just did everything on your own. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, it is safe to say. I went through. It was Remax at the time, but it was the broker happened to be a sister from America, and her father was actually a vet, and I was in the Army too. So, you know, but my real estate agent, he's Dominican, but he was born in the States. He's from Queens. So Felipe De La Rosa. If you're looking for a good realtor, I can definitely refer you to Felipe De La Rosa, man. He made the transition smooth, man. Him and Natalia.
If you can't, drop that information for those that are curious or so, or let me know after the fact, and I could put it on the bottom of the actual video in the description.
I'll do that because that's my man's. I actually was working with him. This is a funny story because you know, he made the transition. It was difficult because he was like, yo, I'm gonna tell you this story. So Felipe, I saw this house online. I contacted Felipe, and you know, he spoke English and everything was cool. And I had just left DR like 2 weeks prior, and I had told him, I was like, yo, I'm gonna come. I gave him my word I was gonna come down and check the property out. So I didn't really feel like it. He was like, yo, you gave me your word, and I was like, man. So I'm big on giving my word. So I came down and checked the property out. And at the time, I had 70,000 liquid. I was liquid about $70,000. I was like, I'm gonna buy something. And then, but this house was originally 137,000. And we went to go see it, and I really liked it. I was like, yo, I like that. So I'm gonna make an offer. I was like, listen, I got 100,000. No one only had 70,000. So they were like, no, the builder wants 100,000 or whatever. So, you know, we're gonna show you some more properties. So we went to go look at some more properties. Now, like, we go look at the other properties. I'm slumped in my seat, like I'm not interested. So I was like, yo, if I can't get this house that I'm in now, I don't want any other houses down here. And I definitely wasn't trying to go into a condo. So the other realtor was an Italian. She's Russian. I cannot pronounce her last name. I'm not even going to try. But she's awesome. She got up in the middle of the other meeting because she saw that I wasn't interested, and she was like, hey, do you really want that house for 100,000? I was like, yeah. She went out in the hallway, made a call, came back, and was like, yo, if you got the 100,000, it's yours. So now I'm like, I had to scramble up 30K in like 1 month. So I had some work to do when I got home, but I wired them the money, like $10,000 to hold the house down for me. And I had 30 days to come with the other 90,000. And it was a 3% sales tax one time that you got to pay on the home. So I ended up paying like 103,000, and then like another 1,500 for the lawyer.
So what's the percentage of the sales tax? What's the percentage of the sales tax?
Oh shit! I just kind of told you how much I paid for that. I'm gonna be it's mine now. So I got the deed. We
This
can go
years later now. So this is like what, 2 years?
This is a year later. We good now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I got the house for like almost 40 off, man. It was amazing. You know what I'm saying? So
man, that's a blessing, man. I got dropped.
Yeah, man. Yo, cash is king down here, man. Cash is king.
Everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cash is king. My house now, I put a pool out back, and so the builder, he's like, damn, what you doing? Because it's actually 4 houses that look just like mine. So he wouldn't put pools in the last 2 houses he was building. So now the houses are going for like 150. So it's like, it's instant. As soon as I moved in, I had instant equity, but now it's like, the more you build on your house, of course, you're going to get more equity in your house. So now it's kind of even up more. So I'm looking, next 2-3 years, my magic number is 180. Somebody comes with 180, you can have everything in here. You can even have my clothes. I'll let you get my clothes and everything. Food in the fridge.
You can have it all walk away. Like, there you go.
Yeah, it's yours. Take it. You know what I'm saying? I'm out. You know what I'm saying? 180, I'm gone. Yeah, man.
Have you got into like investment properties as well while you're out there in DR?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Like, I got it's a couple. Land is cheap, man. You can get you a house lot for like $6,000 and $7,000, man. So, I'm looking at now just expanding my portfolio. I still own my home in the States that I'm renting out now. So I was going to sell my home and then, buy a whole bunch of land or develop some stuff out here. But I decided to rent my home out because, the market back home right now is like, it's not a lot of inventory and housing prices are going up. So I'm like, I got to sit on this. Like I had a project down here that I wanted to start and I was going to use the sale of my home back there and just come out here. But I was like, nah, I got to sit on that. I got to sit on that for a little bit, wait a couple more years. But now I just slowly build my money up. You know what I'm saying? I still do a little, I own a consultation company. I'm an LMSW. So I do you get a lot of life coaches out here that are definitely unlicensed and unscrupulous and just giving out a lot of bad information. But, I used to work for the Department of Veteran Affairs. So I help people with their disability, their benefits, life, transitioning back into the civilian world. Sometimes people just need somebody to talk to, you know what I'm saying? So like I can give you professional advice when you call me or when you chat with me, on that consultation. And then, oftentimes we become friends. So like I'm not gonna beat you over the head every time you call me about a question or you ask me something. You know what I'm saying? But like I've been doing that. That's took off. I quit my job, started doing that full time. So that took off. So I'm good,
I gotta drop a bomb on all that stuff. Hey, man, yo.
Hey, listen, man, like I'm gonna tell you, when you are trying to make a move or any kind of move in life, it's best not to say anything to anybody, just do it. Like I didn't even tell my mom I was moving. I know my mom was been worried, so I didn't tell her. But like, you got to be dealing with people that are moving in the same direction you're dealing. I didn't talk to anybody about buying this property down here, except for people that had property down here, or people that would travel, people that travel. Like you had to be in the travel community to understand. Like everybody else that didn't travel, they would try to talk me out of it. So I didn't even tell them. You know what I mean? So like, and I'm big on speaking things into fruition. So like, my friends will tell you, man, I just kept saying it over. Every time we would talk, I would over and over and over again. I'd talk about moving to DR, moving. I knew I was driving people crazy, but they knew I was just trying to manifest it. I was manifesting it. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm here now. So now they all like, damn, this is crazy. How you just gonna dip, man? I was like, I told my job, me and my boy came down here. He came with his wife and their coworker and his wife. We were all at the crib chilling. We all had the villa chilling, and we were packed up to go back. And it was the dead of winter, and we were driving back. And I got to the airport. I was like, "Yo, I'm not going back." He's like, "What?" I was like, "I'm not going back." I said, "I'm done." He's like, "You done?" I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna quit." I'm telling you, that was the funniest, most it felt like a gorilla was lifted off my back. I emailed my bosses. I was like, yo, I'm not coming back. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I can't do it no more. You know, I try to leave on amicable terms so I can leave the window open if I got to come back. But I was like, yo, right now, you know, just the stress of being in America and being black is too much right now for me. I had to go. So, you know, I departed ways, and it was scary. I ain't gonna lie. It was like that first week, I'm just like, yo, what did you do?
Yourself and so forth, like what's going on? Like,
Yeah, I'm laying in here, I'm laying on the bed looking at the ceiling like, yo, you know what I mean? I'm cussing myself out like, yo, what are you doing? But I didn't have any ties. Like I knew this is the move that I wanted to make. So I made sure that I didn't have any ties to the States. Like I didn't have, you know, any relationships or responsibilities to my stuff, man. And I was like, you become a prisoner of your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I had went out and bought a Porsche. I had, you know what I mean? I had two cars. What do you need two cars for? I had a Challenger, a Porsche. What do you just stupid stuff? Like just stuff. You know what I mean? It's just stuff, like stuff that depreciates. You know what I mean? And you become trapped because now you have to work to pay for that stuff. Exactly. You know what I mean? And like if anybody could take anything away from this live, is just know that time is the most important currency out there. It's having the time. Like I have time now. Like if I still get up at 5 a.m. because the military is ingrained. Anybody that's in the military with 5 years will tell you they still get up early in the morning. I can't help it. But if I want, I can sleep to 2 o'clock in the afternoon if I feel like it. You know what I mean? So time is the currency, man. So that job, even if I had kept my job and worked down here remotely, 8 hours of my life would have been given to the government or given to my employer. You know what I mean? Like, and I had to take a shot on me and being an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? You have to take a shot on if I fail, hey, I'm still young enough. I can go back, bust out another 10 years or whatever. You know, I'm still employable. You know what I'm saying?
I'm thinking, you know, the same mind that you're talking about, what I'm thinking. I'm trying to make that whole move myself. You know, I'm working on taking that path as you're everything that you're talking about is like the path I'm trying to take. I'm trying to make
man. If you fail, so what, man? You can come back, man. You can't be scared to fail, man. So, you know, I took a shot, man. It worked out for me. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So my question comes down. I got a question. When it comes down to like looking for a house and property, is it like who takes care of everything for you? Is it the realtor or is it the lawyers? Because I know that in certain countries, you know, or even in states, you know, you got different things that, you know, different people that take care of different things. So who carries most of the load for you, and who should you have in your corner most in anything?
I would say in DR, it's more important to have a great lawyer, but what I would say is to have a great team. You know what I mean? Like I had a great realtor, and then he turned me over to a great lawyer, Johan Confidente in DR. If you come to Punta Cana and you mention Johan, you're looking for Johan to be your lawyer, man. Johan will take care of you. He's really busy. He's hard to get in contact with sometimes, but he will take care of you. And it was important to have a good lawyer because you want somebody that you're not going to get robbed. You know what I'm saying? So don't just jump with any, you know, do your research. You know what I'm saying? And get yourself a scrupulous lawyer. I mean, real estate agent. Like my real estate agent wasn't real thirsty. It wasn't just trying to make a sale. You know, he wanted to make sure that I felt confident and that I was good. You know what I mean? And to this, I'm gonna tell you, my real estate. I would say my real estate agent. He made sure I got furniture. He made sure I got a car. He's the one that put me in contact with the pool guy. Like to this day, I can call him if I need anything. We became friends. You know what I'm saying? I would say build a good, solid relationship with anybody that you're dealing with, especially outside of the country, and make sure that they speak English, and make sure that you understand some Spanish. Like get the contract, bring it back to the States. There's lawyers here that are bilingual in the States that can read over it for you. Just spend the extra couple of hours to have somebody proofread it. You know, you got to spend the money to make sure everything is legit, and then, you know, then take that leap of faith. But take take an educated leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? Don't just jump out there. But I would say having a team, you know what I mean? What's up? The Art of Living Abroad.
Yeah, I guess
In the
shout out to
suit.
the Art
In the
Living
suit.
Abroad,
Hey,
yeah.
look, the Art of Living Abroad. I had to buy something as far away from the zoo as possible because there's no. My hat's off to you brothers that can do it, but it's just too wild for me, man. I it's too wild for me. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all brothers up there are living out. And you know what? I love that Puerto Plata area as a black man. I'm telling you, it's magic because it used to kind of it still is. I ain't gonna say that. It's magic because I met so many older brothers that would just pull me to the side and give me free game, man. It's like you've never been to Puerto Plata. It's like a lot of black expats live up there, mainly brothers. And it's not like in the States where we walking down the street and you might see somebody like, man, what you looking at? Down there, it's like we greeting each other, we're talking. It's how things should be, man. Like, you know, like game on stocks. You meet all kinds of different brothers down there, professional brothers that are just like it's a great community, man. I know it kind of gets a bad rap on YouTube nowadays, but Puerto Plata, man, I mean, like it's magical. You know what I'm saying? I went there and I learned so much from a lot of older, but like a lot of my mentors are like 62 in their 70s. And I'm like, if you want to look into the future, you got to talk to somebody that's been there. And when they're talking, I don't say much. I just listen and suck everything up like a sponge because they giving you free game and they lacing your shoes for you, man. So that's what I love about Puerto Plata because there's so many smart, intelligent brothers there. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
you
I
know,
gotta give it up to the Art of Living. You know, thanks so much for $5
yeah,
donation.
yeah. Peace to the Art of Living, man.
You know, appreciate that support.
Right, right. Okay, simplified, do or die. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Hey, yo, man. Yo, craziest branch out there, man. It does take a lot of discipline, and I know you done strapped into them yellow boots. I don't know if you went to you was on the East Coast of South Carolina or you was one of them California Marines with your sunglasses at, man. But you know, it takes a lot of discipline. I know coming from the military, you had to be disciplined to be in Puerto Plata, man. I know me. That's why I'm as far away from Puerto Plata as I possibly can be, man. I know me, so I don't. Y'all can have it, man. I know me, man. I would go nuts up there.
Well, so we definitely appreciate the support and everything, man. Once again, man,
Right.
man. But yeah, man. So you're talking about that, you know, definitely you want to make sure your realtor is in your corner, and I think that's dope, man. You know, this just that you're able to accomplish all of this, you know, and you know, I'm looking at you like that's where I'm trying to be. That's what I want to do. My hats off go off to you for even achieving making this happen, man. Because that's some tough stuff. I know that you went through a lot of mental stress, you know, after the job to make that happen.
Like in the middle of a pandemic, that's the crazy thing, man. Is like, I mean, like I didn't have furniture. Like when I first moved in, I had I had an air mattress, a cooler, and a hot plate. You know what I'm saying? And like, cause everything was closed. It was the furniture stores were closed. They had a curfew at like noon, curfew at 3. But I was just like eating my little soup. And I'm like, I'm excited. I'm like, yo, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? It sat in. I was chilling. I had a little radio. I had my laptop. I was chilling, man. But it was nerve wracking, man. And then when things slowly started opening up, got me some furniture and I got me some wheels. And I was like, oh man, this is amazing. This is amazing now, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was nervous at first, man. But my realtor, man, he telling you, man, if you can get a realtor that's Dominican and they speak real good English and they're from the States, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be all right. Paris Island, okay. So you see what I'm saying? I know the beef between the San Diego Marines and the Paris Island Marines. You know what I'm saying? Trust me.
We were represented, man. No.
Right. So I know he got some discipline in him, man.
So, well, I got a question. So, as far as doing business compared to like United States and in Dominican Republic, what are some of the differences? What are some of the similarities? Have you noticed?
Talking about like me doing business,
Real estate,
most of my clients are from the States.
No, I'm talking about like more so like what you're doing, like purchasing property and things like that. Like what different similarities?
Like you know, in the States, man, it's like autopilot. Like you just go through and you just point and click and you tell the owner, this is what I want out the house. You know, it's negotiations. You know what I'm saying? Here it's just like, look, this is what it is. Do you want it or not? You know what I mean? We're not changing the paint. We're not, you know what I'm saying? We ain't doing all that. We ain't conceding. Only thing you're going to do is negotiate the price. You know, in the States, you can negotiate the landscape. You might be able to negotiate certain different things, get things planned. Yeah. Here it's just like, you're going to get what you're going to get. And sometimes, you know, it's difficult. Like the language barrier. It might be a language barrier. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you might have, and here's the pro tip. Here's a pro tip. If you can get to the owner without the real estate agent,
really,
and you can work out something with just the owner and the lawyer, man, you might be able to work wonders because you got to remember everybody's working off commission. So if the house is $200,000, the real estate agent ain't going to want you to really come down to too much. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to see his commission shrink too much. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you can get with the owner, and the owner speaks English, and the owner's asking for, say, 60,000, and you're like, look, I got 45,000 cash. Like I'm not financing this. I got cash money. I could put this in your account right now. Depending on the situation the owner is in, you might be able to walk away for the house for 45,000, 40,000. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, cash is king, man. Like you got, call those numbers on when you know, if you're here traveling, you got WhatsApp, just start taking them numbers down, man. And I know everybody back in the States knows somebody that speaks Spanish. You might got a Puerto Rican homeboy or a Cuban homeboy. You know, take those numbers down and then have them call the owners and do some negotiation. You don't really necessarily need a real estate agent. You know what I'm saying? I started working with my real estate agent. I was actually out here, a part of Keller Williams out here, and my broker is from the States. Like I said, I was working with her, and I was just, for me, it was just like, I like my time. I don't want to show people around the houses and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's not my thing. I don't have the patience because I saw the frustration in my partner's face. Felipe, he was like, cats will come down and just just have him drive them around like a tour guide. That's, people just want to see. They just want to tour. You know, they down on vacation. They want to spend one day looking at houses and stuff. And like nobody was really buying. He's taking them around. The gas is expensive out here, man. You know what I mean? He's feeding them, and I mean, he reeled me. He bought me a lobster. He bought me. I think that I dropped. No, I didn't even drop any money. You know, they took me out to eat. They spent like $30 on my meal, which is expensive out here. Like I was ordering, cause I was gonna pay for it myself, but he was like, I got it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of meals and stuff like that.
We got a question from the opinionated. He says, any thoughts on Brazil last 2010? I'm sure things have changed.
Listen, I haven't been to Brazil in a minute, about 4 years maybe, but I'm gonna tell you, I seen some property in Brazil. I mean, I'm not just gonna stop here. I think, like, you know, Oprah really inspired me because Oprah just goes around the world buying property. Yeah. Like I've been looking at Brazil. I've been looking at a lot of different places, like Africa. I looked at Ghana, but Brazil is a go. If you can get some property, it's just Brazil. Brazil is like, it's like far. Like when I got this spot here, I was thinking to myself, like, I want a spot where my mom and my friends and my family can still get to. Like I'm from the East Coast, so DR is like 4 hours from me. So it's like a Cali run. So my friends, they can't be like, yo, it's too far. My mom, you know, I own my mom on the plane for like 10 hours, 12 hours. you know, that Brazil trip is kind of brutal. You got to make that transfer in Panama. My mom doesn't speak Spanish like that. She needs direct flights. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
you know,
Where you guys coming out from? From where were you living at in the States?
I was in the States. I was living in Delaware, and I was living in northern Delaware.
Yeah, that's
So
yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
8-9
yeah,
hours.
I was like, my house is like 25 minutes, 30 minutes from the Philadelphia airport. So I was out all the time. And the beauty about living in Delaware is that you're in the middle of everything. Like I can be to New York in 2 hours. I can be to DC in 2 hours, Baltimore 45 minutes, Philly in a half an hour. So I got BWI, I got Dulles, I got JFK, I got Kennedy, I got Philly. It's all, you know what I'm saying? I was hitting all those airports going everywhere.
Cheap prices too at
Oh
that.
yeah, cheap flights. I'm everywhere. It's a traveler's paradise on the East Coast, man. So many different airports that you can travel out of. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, that's why I be hating. I ain't gonna lie, man. I be hating at that because me coming out of Chicago, man, I only got 2
Oh, you got
airports.
O'Hare.
International, so you know they be screwing us, boy. We be have to bend over and take that crap because
Yeah,
they,
yeah. I don't have to eat those tickets. I'm like, okay, I'll go down BWI. It's all good. You know?
they be like, we got you, boy. You about to pay this money, you know.
Yeah. You gotta be competitive, man.
What up, SYSBL? You know, so the support from Tim Howard 5, man. Definitely appreciate that. You know, there you go. Also,
Yeah, definitely. Hey Tim, talk to him. You better learn that Spanish. What Denzel say on training day? You better learn that. You better learn that. It'll get you killed out here. And you better learn that Spanish. You out here traveling. Look, get your Spanish up. And like, I knew you were gonna ask me about like relationships and stuff out here.
Yeah.
Man. I knew we were gonna pivot to that soon, but like,
but this conversation right here is big because this could help tons out. You know,
man, listen. Even doing business, purchasing a home, let them know you know a little bit of Spanish. You know what I mean? That you're not just totally ignorant. So they won't just be like, you know what I mean? Because like communication, man. You gotta be able to communicate. No relationships, business relationships, nothing is gonna work without some kind of form of communication. Like, and the better the communication, the better the relationship. That's the best advice I can give you about learning Spanish, man. You know, like, you know, me running up, pulling out my phone, trying to get on the translator and kick game. That's not the same as me just rolling up like, yo, mommy,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the same.
Once you put that phone, they're like, oh yeah, we got him. You know what I mean? We could, you know, we could screw him.
They're gonna be talking mess about you in front of you and stuff, man. You know, then I'm gonna walk by and be like, yo, what did you just say about my man?
Yeah, exactly, man. Yo, yeah, that's why I be telling brothers, man, learn Spanish, man. Or if you go to Brazil, that's where you're gonna be spending most of your time. Learn Portuguese. You know,
I'm gonna tell you, the Brazilians, they will not even try to help you if you don't know Portuguese. I tried to learn real quick. When I was down there, I seen, man, I'm not even gonna tell that one story because nobody ever believed me when I tell you the story.
Really?
I'm gonna tell you all blind, but I seen a famous person, I seen a famous Brazilian that we might have all knew from our childhood if we watched adult film. So I ran into her.
Nice.
I'm trying my best. I mean, I peeped her out from like the corner of my eye. And I'm like, I'm balled up trying to run her down, and like I didn't know no Portuguese, and she looked at me like I was crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't want to embarrass her and be like, pull out my phone, like I know you from here. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah. I got your pictures, videos, everything.
Exactly. Had I had known Portuguese, it might have been a story for the ages. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know.
And I've heard stories too. I know I saw some brothers that actually have done stuff like that. You know, in Brazil, they've actually caught up with those adult film stars and done some things with them. Like they've actually have videos and everything of some of the things that
I really just wanted to get a picture with her so I can brag to everybody back home, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? But but down there, like, and that's when I got the rude awakening, man. Like the women down there, if unless it's like a prostitute or something, it's going to be a money transaction. But I like to try to run. I try to kick. I try to kick some game. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm down there and they looking at me like I don't know what you're saying. It's in Spanish and Portuguese is similar, but it ain't. It's not that. It doesn't really. It ain't that similar. You know what I'm saying?
I've learned that, man, because I went out to Brazil. It's only been one time I've been to Brazil, and I know Spanish, and I tried kicking Spanish out there. It was cool. They understood me, but when they responded back, it was in Portuguese, and I was like,
Portuguese. It's in Portuguese. And listen, I'm not going to I'm not going up in the, how do you say it, the favelas or whatever. I'm not going up in there. I see guys getting the tours and it's a lot of beautiful women that live up in there, but I'm not going up in there. You know what I'm saying? Under 10K and start generating income right away.
So the opinion of what kind of business could I open in the DR under 10K and start generating income right away? Yo, man, that's a good question.
Man, women's clothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put you on to some free game because women love clothes. They do. They love clothes, and doesn't even have to be expensive. I'm gonna put the chat. I'm gonna put everybody on game. What you need to do is you need to go ahead and get yourself a plane ticket to China. All right, Shanghai, in these places that sell a lot of stuff in bulk. You know what I'm saying? Import that from China to here, whether it's clothes, pocketbooks, shoes, knockoffs, whatever. Open up a storefront, and if you can't open a storefront up right away, come out the trunk with it like Master P. You know what I'm saying? Like just pull up the spots, pop your trunk. Yo, I got purses, I got clothes. You'd be surprised because everybody thinks everybody in DR is broke.
Nah, they spend money.
They spend money on clothes, man. Clothes, purses.
It could be a one-room shack. They have a whole bunch of clothes.
These women love. They take pride in how they present themselves. They want to feel sexy. They want to look sexy. And if you can get yourself a store selling some women's clothing, something that they don't have out here that everybody else ain't got, you can make some bread doing that. I can say that. But food. I mean, you're American, man. They're not. I mean, it's like that would be like a Chinese person come. Well, they do come to the hood and open up Chinese stores, but that would be like a Chinese person coming to the hood and opening up a soul food store. Do you really think that they're gonna know how to cook soul food? So if you're American and you coming over, you setting up a restaurant and you're cooking, do you really think Dominicans are going to come there? Unless you're catering to tourists, you got to cater. Yeah, if you want to cater to Dominicans, I would say go the clothes route. But if you want to cater to tourists, then yeah, get yourself like I'm gonna tell you, I've been thinking about this myself, but I just can't see myself clocking in at a business on this island. It's too beautiful. It's like being in summer school looking out the window and you got to sit in class and everybody else is enjoying themselves. I can't do it. I'm not gonna do it. But like they don't have Philly cheesesteaks out here. They don't have that Chicago pizza out here. They don't have that. They don't have like they got a lot of New York places, some Italians. They kind of favors New York style pizza, but it's not. But like I'm gonna tell you, like crab legs, snow crab legs ain't popping out here like that. If you can set up like and the burgers don't taste the same out here, you know what I'm saying? So like if you can import yourself some good hamburger meat and you can do some Philly cheesesteaks or you can do some like American food, because even though people be on vacation and some people want to experience Dominican food, but also if you're gonna be here for a while, like man, I miss a lot of the Americans. I've been here for like 4 months straight now, and I miss I miss Chick-fil-A, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie. They have I live in Punta Cana, so we got Wendy's and we got Wendy's, Subway, Pizza Hut. It's a lot of But you know, like it's just certain things you're gonna miss. You know what I mean? I know I cannot get like a Philly cheesesteak. Like I would love, and I don't even eat red meat like that, but I would love a chicken cheesesteak right about now, man. So, you know, if you're gonna open up a business like food, you have to cater towards the tourists. So you got to think of look at the area that you want to open your business in. Look at the tourists. Just do your research. Look at the amount of tourists that are coming down, where they're coming from. Provide that comfort food for them. So while they're out having fun, and they don't have like 24-hour diners and like an IHOP or a Waffle House. Oh my God, you would kill them. Like if you had a pancake house that was 24 hours out here, people getting drunk. You know how we do in the States. At the club, we want to go get some breakfast. They don't have that out here. But I'm not owning a restaurant is work. I'm trying to not work. You know what I'm saying? That's work. You know what I mean? We always talk about getting out of the matrix. I'm not going to create a matrix for me right here. You know what I mean? Yeah, you do a good cheesesteak, boy. Out here, you chop that up, get you a food truck out here with it, man. All these American tourists coming out here from the East Coast. Telling you,
eat that up, especially put the kind of man.
Oh my God! Pull up after the club. They can smell that steak coming out. Oh my goodness! But you got to do whiz though, man. I'm not even from Philly, but I know how to make a Philly cheesesteak. You can't do regular cheese. You got to do whiz. So you come out there with some whiz and some onions and some good steakums or some good steak. You in there? Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong.
Guy Gilden, man, he got some free game out here, man.
Oh yeah, free game, man. I'm not gonna do it. You know hey man, I'm all about listen, and this is, you know what? These are things that the brothers in Puerto Plata that's what we talk about. I haven't been up there in a while, man, but those are the conversations that go on up there. Like when I'm talking to older brothers, like when somebody says, man, if I was young, this is what I would have did. If I was your age, boy, if I was it, that's when you need to shut up, because they about to give you a jewel. And like, man, people was telling me like, yo, I've been coming down here 20 years. I should have did this. I should have opened the bar. I should have did that. And I'm like, word, like I get the information. I'm just telling you what people told me. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to be, you're not shackling me down in no business. I can't do that. I can't get up. I can't get up at 8 and work. I gotta plug my computer up. I can't get up at 8 and close at 10. That's ridiculous to me. You know what I mean?
I feel the same way, because once I leave the matrix, I'm all about, having a business, having equity, and having money flowing through residual income. But I don't want to be clocking in every single day. That's what I'm looking to do. You know what I mean? That's what that's the same way. That's my mentality. I'm the same way what you're talking about, because I don't want to, wake up at 9 o'clock, have to clock in 8 hours. Nah, man, I'm
you can't pay me. You can't pay me to get a job. You can't pay. There's not enough money. It's not enough money you can give me to give you my time, to give you 8 hours of my day. It's only 24 hours in a day. So you telling me 8 hours a day I owe you, and then I gotta sleep 8 hours. That's 16 hours. So you telling me what? The other 8 hours is for me? Nah. Nah.
Yo, I want my time.
I need my time, man. I need my time.
But let's pivot into the whole relationship part of things, because
okay.
because I know, because man, I could be out here all night going over the whole business and everything, but I want to make sure get more information out here from brothers and everything who who are curious about that whole situation. So since you're living out there, as far as finding the women, good women, how has it been for you since you've been living there? Has it gotten better or worse?
Well, a lot of people might disagree with me, and I'm gonna say this: the world is shrinking because of the internet. So these women, like women are starting all over the world, are starting to kind of think the same and like have, So like, women are women. Mm-hmm. There's no magic when you come down here. There's no. I mean, of course, you got the Latin affection and stuff, but they're still women, and they're going to expect you to be a man. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna expect you to be a man. So what I like about down here is that there are the gender roles aren't like blurred. It ain't
Yeah.
like, they don't think that they're not real masculine. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
they're not more like, yeah.
We
These
ain't feeling.
women down here are like super feminine, man, and like it's like old school. It's kind of like what you might have saw, how your grandparents, how your grandma acted, how your mom might have acted, how like, like the cooking and the cleaning is not demeaning to them. You know what I mean? It's like a part of being. It's like, they love to take care of their man. So, but I mean, like, it's a caveat to that. They're going to expect you to be a man. So, they're going to expect you to provide and take care of them in their situation. And luckily for me, the economy is more to my advantage. So, what may have cost me, supposed to say, oh, you simping if you paying these girls rent, or man, but like a date here, what I'm saying, like it might cost me $5, like literally $5 to take somebody out and just get a coffee or just get, get a beer and just chill. Like they're content with that. I mean, if you meet a woman out here, she's got on like fake designer or some designer and she doesn't have a job, you ask her where she's getting her money from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Western Union, right?
Yeah, you might want to ease up off of her. But if you meet a woman out here that has a job, she's a hardworking woman, you know what I mean? She's educated. Um, and then if you take your time and slow roll into it, like don't first date try to pull your mans out and get busy, they'll rock with you, man. And like what I like about the women here is that they're real feminine and they'll be down for you. But you got the caveat is you can't come out here trying to be Don Juan because then you're going. I was married to a Latina, man. You do not want to get on the bad side of a Latina, man. Like they love hard, you know what I'm saying? So like, this might come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I mean?
Or even worse. Sure.
Don't play with them like that, man. So like, but if you really want to commit and you want like, it's a lot of good women, but it's good women everywhere. It's good women in the States, man. I don't see brothers be like abandoning this, man. Y'all go ahead. You lucky I'm not back there. Y'all keep on, y'all. I love my sisters. You know what I'm saying? But like, it was a better situation for me to come down here, man, because like, sisters that got, some of them, not all of them, because I don't want to generalize, but they got this thought in their head that they're gonna look stupid by being feminine and being submissive to a man. You know what I'm saying? But like, if if you got a good man that's gonna lead you down the right path, man, get on board. Because I'm not gonna let you run my train into the dirt. You're not going. I'm. This is my train. You know what I mean? And that was the issue I was having with a lot of my relationships is that they was trying to make moves with my money. Like we should be doing this. I'm like, whoa.
Hold on a second.
Nah. I worked hard for this. This is what we're gonna do.
How dare you?
Yeah, like you're not gonna run this train. Like you can get aboard. You know what I mean? Hop on the train and ride, and you good. Like I'm gonna take care of you. You good. You ride. If you're my woman, you're good. And I challenge any woman that I dated to come say I wasn't there if they needed me to be there. So you know what I'm saying? I do my part. And like here, if you do your part, like what they say, it's not tricking if you got it. It ain't simping if you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like my girl's electric bill might be $10. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pay that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, she like, Poppy, I need 500 pesos. I got my Sapem cut off. Here you go. Fuck is $10 to me.
And of course, she makes sure that you all good at the house and everything. Right. Like, you cook you every day and do all the stuff that you want.
I show you my house right now. You drop some cake on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Pick it up, eat that joint. Like she comes in here and gets busy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she takes, she'll cook, clean, No problem, man. As long as you handling your business, you know what I'm saying. And like I said, women are the same in America as they are in DR, man. Like it just women don't want to get it. Women, listen. Here's a secret. Women know men are men. You know what I'm saying? They know men are men. Just just don't. I remember my girl told me once. She said, "Just don't embarrass me." She said, "Troy, this is a small island. We live in a small community. I just don't want to be embarrassed." So,
and that's all Latinas. That's the thing about it. As long as you don't embarrass them with everybody,
don't embarrass me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Don't embarrass me. They know you're a man.
Yep.
Don't embarrass me. And I was like, and I understood. We didn't have to discuss it any further. I didn't have to get into specifics. Like, do you mean I can? It was just like, don't embarrass me. And I understood on some adult shit. I understood what she meant by that. So that's why, like, I just be cool, man. Like, I'd be cool. There's tons of women out here, man. Like, it's
Montes, no.
Man, you can really get caught up. But like I said, I'm kind of cheap, man. So like I can't afford. Like I could afford, but it's time consuming. Like that, have 4 or 5 women. They not gonna. They not. You think they just gonna be just messing with me just cause I'm a nice guy? Nah, they gonna want something to.
They want that money.
They gonna want something in return for my, you know what I mean, for giving up their time. You know what I'm saying? So like, I ain't got time for that shit, man. Like, I never been the type of cat. I like my bread, man. I ain't, I'm chase women, man.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, chase the money. The women gonna come. You know what I mean? Chase the bag.
Be there.
Yeah, chase the bag. You know what I'm saying?
So it's safe to say that you actually do have, a girl or a wife or whatever.
Yeah, man. Funny story. I'm gonna tell you how it happened. I was planning on coming down here and dumbing out because I purposely did not get into any relationships before I moved down here. So I'm coming down here and I'm at the airport heading back. This is matter of fact, this was one of the trips after I had purchased the house, like maybe like 2 trips after I purchased the house. So something about I made it through customs. I made it through, and I'm at the counter, get ready to get on the plane. And if you ever flew out of Punta Cana, you can actually see the plane on Terminal B. You can see the plane behind you. You walk out, and then you walk up into the plane. And I'm at the counter. I'm like zone 4 or whatever. So I go up to the counter to get ready to get on, and she was, the attendant was like, "You can't get on the plane because you don't have a stamp from customs." I'm like, "What? From security?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like, and she said, "You got to go back through security." And like, the plane is there, and I'm like, "All right, well, let's go." So she is walking me back. She's like taking her time. I'm like, "Yo, we got to hurry up, man." So we get there, and if you ever been to DR, man, they don't move fast. And they're not moving fast for you. We had to wait for the dog to come, go through my bag again. It was crazy, man. So we get back to the counter. I can see the plane backing up, and I'm like, "Big man!" I snapped. I was like, "Ah!" And like they all looking at me like, "Oh!" And like I got my phone out and I'm recording the flight attendant. I'm like, "It's your fault. You made me miss my flight." And I cut up so bad they kicked me out the airport. That's how bad I got. I said, they didn't give me a ride they didn't care where I stayed. It is like, "Yo, you're booked for the flight tomorrow. Have a nice night." So I'm like, "Bet." So when I got back to the crib, I was like, "Yo, you know what? You live here now. You don't know if she got a brother, if she got whatever. This is a small town. Like, yo, you better make that right." So when I went back the next day, I stopped at the duty-free joint. I got some champagne. I got some shampoo and Bath and Body Works. Put it in the box and wrote a little letter and put my card in my business card. And I was like, "Yo, I apologize for my behavior, blah, blah, blah." And everybody's masked up, so I couldn't see how she looked anyway. So I just wanted to apologize because I didn't want no smoke. So she wasn't there the next day. The flight attendant she wasn't there the next day. So she I gave it to her manager, and I was like, look, I'm still pissed at him. He's the one that kicked me out. He's like, we can't accept gifts here. I was like, listen, you make sure she gets this. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm still on your ass. I'm still calling corporate on you. You know what I mean? Because later on, I found out that she had to do that because he was there. You know what I mean? That was her manager. So she couldn't let me on the plane. But long story short, her and I, she contacted me on WhatsApp like about like 2 weeks later, and she was like, "Yo, I got the champagne, I got the, I appreciate that, thank you." She's like, "It wasn't really my fault." She explained things further to me, and she was like, "I hope this doesn't sour you on the Dominican." I was like, "Nah." I was like, "Actually, I have a house there. I'll be back in a week. Let's get together and get some coffee so I can formally apologize." So, man, we went to go get some coffee. And I seen her without that mask. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit. So, I had to like, I was like, oh, you know what I mean? I'm getting my Spanish on, and she speaks English, but I'm talking to her in Spanish. And this is what kind of this is how I let me know that she was a keeper. I've never had a Dominican woman buy anything for me. Not even a napkin. So
even a napkin.
Yeah, we're not even a napkin. We went on the first date, dog. She paid for it, and she don't even make a lot like that. And I was like, "Oh, all right, you kind of got me with that one. You got me intrigued." You know what I'm saying?
The entry, that's the entry fee right there.
That's boys. The entry fee. She kind of got me. I was like, "Oh, okay." You sparked my interest. Like, okay, all right. Like, and you fine, and you paying for the first date. I'm like, all right, bet. So, I was like, "Yo, what you doing tomorrow?" She's like, "I'm not doing nothing." I said, "Well, you want to hang out tomorrow?" And it just snowballed after that. And here we are a year later, man. So I met my girl at the airport, and I wasn't, my man was like, "Dog, I thought you was going to go down there and run through the whole island." I was like, "Yo, I had all intentions. I was single. I was ready to come down here and do my thing." But, that's just how things worked out, man. And she's a good woman. She has a good job. She's smart.
Hard.
I don't want to put all her business out there. She got land, so
yeah,
like,
that says a lot.
What was I supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like, the ball was handed to me. What was I supposed to do?
You want no poor Dominican right there, man. You got it. That's a keeper right there.
Yeah, I had to keep on the team, man. And that's my baby, man.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, hey, the art of living. Listen, I can't do it, man. We both can't be in here like on some, because like, I just can't do it. Now I can't do it, man. You're gonna be masculine. There's nothing I'm not attracted to masculine. I don't even like hanging out with men like that. You know what I'm saying? So why do I want my woman, being all masculine, man?
Yeah, I can't do that stuff for me neither, man. She got to be feminine no matter what. You know what I mean?
Feminine,
but and of course, you do got a lot of women out there that will play that feminine role when they first meet you a little bit, but then that masculinity will come out of you. They do a switcher. So I've actually dealt with that before. I had a dropper. I was
you gotta go, man. Like, cause it's not a good look at all. You know what I mean? Like, women think that's cute. And you know what? Single women, like your single friends, they want you to be single with them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna gas you up to be masculine. Girl, I wouldn't take that. You need to say something to that dude. So like,
you ain't no maid.
Yeah, you ain't no maid. You make more money than him. And that's, I was dating, man. Oh my God, I was dating this. I hate to bring this up, because if she sees this, she's gonna like, he's never gonna let this go. But I was dating this fine female. Like, I've been blessed to date some very beautiful women, man. Sometimes I'm like, how the hell? How I have no business being with this woman, man. But I've been with some beautiful women, and I remember one time, she didn't make more than me. She thought she did, but she didn't know like my off the books money, so she didn't make more money than me. But she had this thing about the head of the household. So she's like, we were talking about, we was projecting down the line in the relationship, and she was like, well, if I make more money than you, then I'm gonna have to file for head of the household on the taxes. See, I think that head of the household thing makes women think that they're actually the head of the household because they're filing for head of the household on the taxes. And I told her like this, I was like, listen, you know who the head of the household is? The head of the household is if we laying in this bed at 1 o'clock in the morning and you hear somebody trying to break in downstairs, you reach over in that drawer and grab that 45 and you go down there and handle that. That's the head of the household.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
fact right there. They be getting
So
that confused.
if you on that type of time, you gonna handle it, you the head of the household. But that's the head of the house. Don't let these taxes get it fucked up. I mean, excuse me, get it messed up. That you know what I'm saying, you the head of the household, man. So I'm like,
what was her rebuttal?
She just laid there.
Yeah, she had to think about that. She was like,
think about that. She just laid there. She liked that though. I got some after that. Got some after that.
She's
like, you know what I mean? Deep down, she liked that. You know what I'm saying? She liked that answer. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's not all lost. Don't give up on the sisters just yet, man. Don't give up on the sisters just yet. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some good sisters in the States. Women are women all over, man. You know, yes, some of them are a little masculine right now. You know what I'm saying? But there are some feminine sisters out there. They just quiet because the masculine ones will beat them down if they speak. Oh, you will pick me, or I heard they even trying to cater to you cancel right now. The song by Destiny Child, they going after that now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's some feminine women, they just don't want to speak up because you know the majority right now, it's a lot of masculine energy out there in the room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they can't. You know, feminine women, they're not the ones that are looking for conflicts. You know,
they're not going to be speaking out. They're not. It's not their thing. You know what I'm saying? They the ones. They're the 25% getting married.
Yeah,
they ain't saying nothing.
And that's the. This is a small minority of them, and that's the only problem. That's why that's why a lot of time I be telling brother, man, you gotta go international because you only got that little 25 small group compared to 80% out of the country. That's the thing about it.
You gotta get your passport. I told this one girl one time, right? She had a man. I was wrong. I was totally wrong. And I was trying to get at. She's like, I got a man. He said, I'm the most beautiful thing in the world. I was like, listen, how the hell can he tell you the most beautiful thing in the world if he doesn't have a passport? You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't been around the world, so I can give you my honest opinion if you want it. You know what I mean? Like, how can someone tell you that you're the most beautiful girl in the world if they don't have a passport? You know what I mean? You got to get a passport. Yeah, you have to get a passport. If you date, you know what I mean? Like, just for yourself, to see the world. I mean, the world is bigger. And if you look on the maps, the United States looks so. That's a part of I don't even want to get off into that, but they make the United States look so big on the map.
Yeah, they do it on purpose.
Yeah, that's purposely done to make the USA look so big. The world is so much bigger than just the USA, man. You know what I'm saying? It's so much bigger, man. And like I said, we're on every continent. People look like you on every continent. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man. But we went over the hour mark. Is there anything that you want to leave for the brothers and everything? As far as the differences between United States and Dominican Republic, as far as whatever you could think of, as far as it can either be business, it can either be relationships or whatever, man. Leave something really nice for the brothers out there that's listening. For them to grab and enjoy.
I would say, man, first thing first is just get right with yourself. You know what I mean? Get right with yourself. Love yourself first, and the rest, everything else is going to open up after that. You know what I mean? Like, you take care of yourself first, treat yourself. Brothers, I know Father's Day is coming up. We don't get a lot of love on Father's Day. Me and my boys do on Father's Day? We take ourselves out. We treat ourselves. I'm doing something for myself. It's like my second birthday. I'm celebrating Father's Day. No one has to tell me. No one has to say Happy Father's Day. It starts here with me. So, like, men, even women, like, get your passport and travel. Love yourself. Traveling is a form of loving yourself. You know what I mean? It's one of the highest forms of loving yourself is traveling because you're taking care of yourself. Take care of yourself first. Everything else is going to fall in line.
That's facts. Definitely gotta give it up. Man, he gave you guys some game. Game
I do consultation, man. So you know what I mean.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
Man, we got to get you back out here. Go over some of the businesses and stuff that you do, man. Promote, some of your business that you do with the consultation and everything, man. Because man, it's definitely a great live, man. Definitely appreciate you even coming out here.
Man, thanks for having me on, bro. Thanks for having me on, man. Hit the like button and follow this brother right here, man. He's got good content. It's good, clean. Gives you good information. He be breaking down. I think Colombians be following you, getting information on what's going on in Colombia. Because he be on it. He be like, yo, I got the. And he'll show you the official document. Like, he's on it.
Yo, man, you gotta be, man. A lot of people be like, nah, man, that ain't true. I'm like, yo, look, I got the document here. What are you talking about?
Right. But shout out to everybody out there, man, that's traveling, all the travelers. There's some good YouTubers out there that's doing good, and there's others, but
yeah,
hey, man, get your passport. Start traveling, man. Right.
That is facts, man. But man, I gotta give thanks, my boy Troy for coming in here, blessing us with the dope knowledge and everything, man. Gotta get you back out here again, man, because that was dope ass stuff, man. Definitely appreciate your time doing this, man. You know what I mean? But again, you know what? I didn't even get a chance to even show you guys this, man. I'm showing, supporting another YouTuber. I don't know if you guys saw the shirt. Gotta move this out the way. You know what I mean? Yeah, move this some more. Hold on a second.
In passport we trust.
Passport we trust. You're showing us, man, represented. So,
all right.
I throw it out there, so y'all know, what's up. Maybe this one might work out. A second, man.
You got to look at this YouTube. They got different angles. They got a whole little studio going there. Your passport we trust. I ain't mad at it, man. I ain't mad at it at all.
So I got to throw out my shots out to him, but we'll be back again. We'll be back, next Saturday. They're gonna have Kenna and Bacchus back on, so they're gonna be reporting live from Brazil. So if you guys,
I'm tuning in for that.
Yeah, come on through, man. They plan on having a Chica cam as well, so they're gonna have stuff for that, and as well as whatever else they got going on. So yeah,
it's gonna be wild. It be wild out here in these YouTube streets, man. YouTube wild.
Yeah, man. Yo, it be like that.
Yeah. I'm tuning in for the Brazil joint. I'm tuning in for that.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. Come check it out, man. But yeah, we'll be back again next Saturday, about the same time, roughly about 7 or 8 p.m. or so. It depends on how things goes with them. So just be on the lookout for that next show. But once again, we appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell. You know what I mean? And what more can I say? You know what I mean? We are out this joint.